Head of Analysis at Burton Albion. I've done a little bit of work with the academy and with the first team over the last 6 months, academy over the last sort of 2 seasons now. For me, every coach has a different requirement of what they want from an analyst. So I've been lucky enough to work with in terms of the first team, I've worked with 2 different managers and been able to learn off 2 different managers, and they both see my role very differently. So what I'm doing day to day changes a lot, and it will change a lot depending on what environment I would be in. With performance analysis, there are courses you can do and qualifications you can obtain on specifically performance analysis. But from my point of view, it's about whether the gaffer, the coach, trusts you. And they trust you based on what they believe in. So if they want you as an analyst to be really techy, then have you got some sort of computer background? If they want you to have a really good football brain, have you got coaching qualifications behind you? I'm the latter, so I've got coaching qualifications behind me. I've spent a lot of time working in football. I say a lot of time. I'm just turned 20, so it's not a lot of time, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, but it feels like a long time to me. Working in football and learning the game of football, really, and that's what I felt could help me in performance analysis. Again, having a background of Loughborough and the people that I can talk to here at Loughborough is massive, because it means I'm learning so much. And I think having the university background of being at any university almost says to employers that he's a good learner, because that's the key skill you really taught at universities. The content's not as important as the actual life skills of how to learn and how to research and how to work to deadlines and those softer skills. The thing I would say is the work-based experience for me personally is far more important than anything you learn sat in a classroom. You have to almost get out in the real world and even if it's just dipping your toes in it, go and have an experience. When I was 14, I was from Yorkshire, so it was 2 seasons of Yorkshire cricket, and I was literally just shadowing the guy that did performance analysis for Yorkshire cricket. So I was able to be around them, see that professional environment, because especially if you haven't played the game at that higher level, you don't understand what it's like, what the players are going through, what the coaches are going through. And so that was massive for me. I spent a season working for Opta Sports, who do all the stats for all the betting companies, all the media companies, and some of the teams, depending on which, there's a few different ones that different teams sign up to. But again, that was really heavy on the technical side of actually analysing, and I managed to get loads of opportunities to practice the analysis. And again, for me, the biggest thing with that was I've watched 1,000 games in a year at varying levels, from Premier League to the Korean second division, and everywhere in between, which means you learn so much about the game of football just by being immersed in it, really. And hopefully I can take that into future jobs that I have. It's a bit mad. Like you said there, what's your average day look like? You can't really describe an average day. I couldn't even tell you. I mean, I coached with you, Ben, this season, and there's times I'm supposed to be coaching with the under-9s on a Monday evening, and I'll have to phone Ben up and at 3:00 in the afternoon and say, look, the gaffer needs me to go and watch this player in Derby, this player, and a number of times that you just don't know how the day's going to end from where it started. It's a bit mad, but I found it so much fun. Certainly the people you're around, even though it is a really high pressure and a really volatile environment, you end up with some good people, and you make a way to find it really fun.